Hello everybody, good day and you're welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, my name is Blessing. For my old subscribers, thank you for sticking around. Alright, today I'll be showing us how to cut a crop top. Alright, you can see that my material is already on the fold of 2. I'll be cutting the front first, then I'll add the back later. Alright, the length of the crop dress will be 15. So I'll just I've already cut it already. I've cut the length already. So when you want to do yours, make sure to measure yours. So mine is 15, the length will be 15. Then I'll be adding 1 inch for the sewing allowance. That will be 16. All right, I'll just go ahead and take my measurements for my armhole. I'll be using 9 for the length of my armhole. I'll be using 9. So I'll just put in my measurements. Then the under bust is 12, so I'll just measure the 12 there. That will be for my under bust. All right, I'll go ahead and impute my shoulder measurement there. All right, the shoulder is 16 and half divided by 2. I'll be having 8 and hash. So I'll just go ahead and mark that 8 and hash there so that I can take my armhole measurement. So that's my 8 and hash. 8 and hash. All right, if you want it to be straight, you can just run the 8 and hash across the dress so that you can use your ruler to easily connect it together. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to use my tape to put in that 8 and hash across the dress till the length of the armhole, which is 9, and I'm using my ruler to just connect it together. Alright, I'm trying to cross check so I don't have any mistake while ruling. Just cross check, cross check it cross check it. All right, then after cross checking you see that it's correct, everything is together, you just go ahead and use your rule to connect the lines. Use your rule to connect the lines. You can also use your hand if you are good with it. I'm just saying, let me just use my rule. All right, after doing that, I'll use my tape to look for the midpoint. You know how I always curve my armhole. That straight line, you look for your midpoint, which is 4.5. You just mark it. Then where the two lines connect, the horizontal and vertical line, where they connect, you go up by 1.5 inch, and you just from that point you give it that curve. Just give it that curve. If you can't do this with your hand, you can use your French curve to be easier for you, but it's actually easy. Just from that 4.5, the midpoint, you just connect it. All right, for my neck, the width I'll be using, the wideness I'll be using 4. I'll be using 4 for the wideness. You can use 5, you can use 3. This normal one most persons use is 3, but I want the neck to be wide because of the design I'll be putting in the front, so it will be 4. So I'll just come down. You can come down to like 5. I'll be coming down with like 5 inch downwards, but for your normal neck you can come down with 3 to be like 3 by 3 or 3 by 2.5, but I'm coming down by 5. So where that your shoulder is, you come down by half inch because the shoulder is always slanting. Then from that neck line, you just give it that row, like connect it together so that the shoulder will come down. You can see how it is. All right, I'll just go ahead and impute my measurement. The bust is 36 divided by 4, will be having 9. I'll be adding 3-inch allowance, that is 12. The under bust is 30 and half divided by 4, will be having 7 1/4. I'll be adding 3-inch allowance. Don't forget that is 10 1/4. All right, the waist is 31 and half divided by 4, we're having 8 and hash. 8 and hash. All right, you just connect it that like that. Just connect. It's easy. Just connect. After imputing your measurement, you connect. Then you cut. So what I'll be doing now, I'll be using a princess dart for this crop top. If you if you be going through my videos, my tutorials, you see that I love princess darts. I prefer it to the normal dart because it actually makes the cloth finer. It gives the cloth a kind of beauty, that like an astounding beauty. So from the fold of the dress, you just measure, go in by like 4 inch. Then from the shoulder, I will come down with like 5 inch from the shoulder. Don't forget, from the edge of the dress, the fold, you go in by 4 inch. All right, you use your rule to connect that straight line. You can see what I'm doing. Then from there, you just give it that curve to where that 5 I measured from starting. You give it that curve. Just give it that curve. You can see how it's looking like already. Looking fine already. So you can see I already added the back to the dress. So I'll just go ahead and cut. Alright, make sure to cut the zipper allowance, because mine was on a fold. So now I'm trying to cut it so that I will not forget later. So cutting it. Alright, the front is 5, the depth is 5. Like I said earlier, you can go with 3. So now I'm going to be giving it a kind of design. It's not going to be a normal curve. No, I'll be giving it a kind of design. You can see how I'm doing it. Just follow the procedures. If you want something like this, it's actually your choice. If you want something like this, you can follow the procedures. Just give it that curve the way I'm doing it. Just curve it. Can use different type of pattern, but just make sure it comes out right. But this is for the front alone. This design is just for the front and not for the back. So for the back, I'll be giving it that normal curve. I'll go in by 1.5 inch, then give it that curve. But for the front, this is what I'll be doing. For the front. So for the back, I'll just go ahead and measure that same 4 I already measured in the front. I'll just measure it there so that I will not make any mistake. Then I'll come down by 1.5 inch, like I said earlier. Come down by 1.5 inch. Then you connect the two lines together and just give it that curve. Then use your rule to cut it. You can go deeper, but me, I will just put it at 1.5. You can go in by 2 inch, 2.5, 3, but I'll be going in by that 1.5. So I'll just go ahead and cut the front. So you see how the design looks like. I'll go ahead and cut that design. And if you are doing something like this, just try and be careful so you don't cut it. You don't go in too much, like excess. Do it in excess. So you just want it to be moderate. Just take it easy while cutting, so you don't also cut the back. That's why most persons, when they cut, they prefer to cut the front alone, then use the front, like cut the front alone, then use the front to cut the back, like, you understand, so that they will not cut the back when they are sewing or when they are cutting. I don't know if you understand. Most persons, they like cutting separately. They cut the front alone, cut the back alone, because it's actually at risk when you cut the two of them together. You can maybe cut the both of them together by mistake. I know I've done something like that before, but thank God I had enough material, so I was able to rectify it. So you can see when I open it, this is how it looks like. All right, I'll just go ahead and put it back. So I can cut my princess darts. So make sure they are both aligned together. I'll go ahead and cut for the princess darts. It's easy. It's very, very easy. Just follow your instinct and directions and you will get it right. When you get to that edge, don't forget it's on a curve. It's a curve. So I'll just go ahead and open so you look see how it looks like. You can see it's very pretty. You can use a different design, but this is what the person needs, so I'm giving it to the person that way. Just connect, sew them together, and then use your lining, fix your hand, and that will be all. It's very easy to sew a crop top. All right, we've come to the end of this tutorial. Normally, if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to subscribe, give it a huge thumbs up, share and like, and I'll see you all in my next video. So stay safe, take care, bye.